Greetings, Earthlings. I have a couple of things to say. My name is Nancy Love, and I'm making this on behalf of the Planet Peace Project, a fledgling organization that was conceived of to help change the world. But I don't really see the world changing much, so I'm kind of giving up hope on all that. I am, however, justifiably outraged, Love, and I have a couple of things to say about roommate law. Um, a lot of people, a lot of adults now live with people they don't know very well. I actually talked to a woman recently who was so sheltered and so mollycoddled and had such a great life. She was middle aged, and she said, "Who would move in with a stranger they met online?" And I thought, in Los Angeles, it happens probably millions of times a month. People are housing challenged. Professionals, uh, post-COVID rents have soared. In Los Angeles, I read a statistic that said that average rents went up 20% in a year. Yeah, think of your rent going up 20% or trying to get into a place. Uh, there are some real problems with living with people you don't know. Sometimes it works out and you become great friends. Sometimes you end up having to file criminal charges against them for a myriad reasons. I personally am at the point where after 17, 18 years, 18 years now living in Los Angeles, various places, I've had at least four roommates, four, to steal my identity and try to commit fraud. And that gets old. But of course, that's illegal and they're going to be charged and convicted. Um, there's that, and then that's not, even if they didn't use the information, even if someone just went through your files while you weren't there or hacked your computer, which is completely illegal. I mean, the FBI goes after people who clone phones, hack computers, hack Wi-Fi hotspot signals, and hack email. It is. Do you know? Does anybody understand that it is illegal to hack into somebody's email? I've had a roommate fairly recently basically read me texts I've sent to other people, discuss in detail email I mailed to people years ago. I had another roommate insist that that was definitely happening and that the guy is accessing my computer through the household Wi-Fi and coming in and looking through my files and things, and actually copying things. I was told fairly recently that a roommate had been breaking into my room and copying my writing, stealing scans of my artwork, uh, and this kind of thing, and he's going to jail. This is what the legal definition of invasion of privacy is. If you live with someone and you do not have their permission to go into their personal possessions, here is what's called invasion of privacy. Let's say I'll send you a little example here. I'll just show you the difference. Incidentally, here's one of my favorite images of the world, the Archangel Michael taking out some vermin. Because let's say that this is the best. Well, it's not so legally, that was not an invasion of privacy if and only if they had your permission to enter your personal space in the house, right? Okay, but here is where it gets the vast majority of people understand that you could literally go to jail and suffer criminal fines and public recriminations and have your family surprised and embarrassed and ashamed because you went through your roommate's files. without even the intent of stealing their identity, applying for loans. But this person who has been going through my possessions, copying my professional writing, and stealing my art scans is going to jail. Right. Period. Done. Because he doesn't understand that he has broken the law. Uh, the other thing I would like to say about roommate law, and there'll certainly be more about this because there are a lot of things to consider living with people you're not in any way related to or necessarily friends with, and that is sometimes they try to vandalize uh, possessions or even your person. And I'm going to tell you, I used to be a really nice person, but now I'm getting wicked. And I laughed my derriere off in 2016 when I saw a photograph, one of the funniest photographs I've ever seen in my entire life, was a photograph of a young college girl being led out in handcuffs by police officers with the most astonished look on her face. She looked so surprised because she'd been putting things like Windex and 409 into her roommate's food and beverages just for grins, just because she didn't like them, just because she was trying to, irritate them or something. She said she was not in any way trying to harm them or sicken them, but hey, putting something poisonous in someone's food and beverages, pretty illegal right there. Duh. What was she? What was her major in college? Stupidity. But they put in a camera and got her busted. I have installed cameras. I have put in alarms. I've got window locks. And, you know, this is all because some people don't have the moral dignity to not take what isn't theirs. Um, but yeah, the punchline of that news article I read in 2016 and that stupid college girl putting toxic, deadly things in people's bodies without their knowledge and permission by, toxifying their food and beverages, is that she was facing 20 years in jail. I hope she got it. 20 years. Gone the college education, gone the first half of her adult life, gone because she had the moral turpitude to do that to people that she lived in the same house with, and they had every right to trust her. It gets weird from there. In Los Angeles, there's a whole cadre of sexual predators who go through things like Craigslist and they look for emergency housing wanted ads from women or men who are in a vulnerable condition financially or some other way domestically. Um, when they take them in and then drug them and rape them, and some of them actually traffic them as well. Those of you who know me and have followed the channel have known that I've made a number of videos about this issue because the more I talk about it, the more people talk about it to me, the more stories I hear, the more anecdotes, the more research I do, the more I get angry. And so much for Planet Peace Woman. At this point, just call me justifiably outraged love. If somebody touches my notebooks, tries to read my writing, copy it, steal my art, get your own. People should do their own writing and their own art and not steal mine. Yeah, think. And just remember, putting anything at all in someone's food or beverages might very well land you 20 years in jail. And for every human being who has ever violated the trust of a platonic roommate that way, I hope they rot there. Nancy Love, more later. I'm back. I'm bad. I'm mad. And I am just getting started here.